YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2003. Today's episode is going to be special, only because it's going to be a long one, probably 2 hours. It's my goal. I will be editing bits and pieces of it here and there, just to pause the game. I think that's all I got for you guys. Excited to see that Basic Blue and Genesis have started a new kind of challenge with Gallop Racer 2003. I will link both of their channels in the description box below, so you guys make sure you go show them some love. And I'm excited to see other people playing 2003. This is really an enjoyable game when you get into it. I can really, testify to that. The game's not perfect, clearly, but I think there's a lot of really cool things about this game that they've taken out of the last two Gallop Racer titles. Like, it doesn't make sense how like certain games digress and they go backwards as far as like the features and the things that they have. This game does it right, for sure. So here we go. It is Ditsy Doo. You guys haven't seen her run, I don't think, or maybe you have. I can't remember how much I've. No, you guys, I think I've seen her. Maybe in the last episode, I hope. Ditsy Doo, better odds here today. Very, very competitive field, though, for an open. It's field of 10. Realistically, 6 out of these 10 horses can win this race. I'm actually going to put some money on us here today. I'm going to bet on us to show. I'm going to be conservative. As long as we finish in the top 3. And I'll bet the maximum amount. And if we don't win, we don't win. But I'm just going to do a show bet for us to finish in the top 3. Here's our filly Ditsy Doo, 3 years old. Love her. She's so exciting to actually race on. And let's go ahead and look at her data. And as you can see, she's a pretty average horse across the board. She doesn't have really any bad stats. Her feel and temper are really good. It's been a joy working with her. It really has. She has fast pace, not good though, and that has been a little bit of an issue. But yeah, she's been a joy. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. Let's try to finish in the top 3. As always, appreciate you guys letting me support on the channel. Glad you guys have been enjoying the content. So easy to get a perfect start with her. And we're off and running with Ditsy Doo. Got to get her to the front. Get her to the front. Now, I haven't played this game in actually about 2 weeks since I've recorded so much. And I'm still pushing her to the front. I mean, my goodness. Took so long just to get her to the front, man, but finally we're here. Go ahead and move her over to the inside, and hopefully the pace isn't too fast. We should be okay though. I've taken into consideration what you guys have said about my stretch burst and some other things, so I will be more mindful about starting that earlier with certain horses. Fast pace not good. Nothing I can really do about that. I feel like the pace has been fast in general, so not much I can do. Ditsy Doo, she's looking good, but she's dropping down the order. And here comes the 7. She can still hold on. I'm trying to hold on for a third. It's not going to happen. Stamina's dropping. I went too soon. Yeah, I think I used up way too much stamina. I think she's still going to finish 5th, though. So it's still going to be a money place finish, which, of course, we will take. I gotta be honest, for sometimes when there are suggestions, you guys gotta understand, the way I play the game is how it works for me. Now, we did get a double S on stretch burst, but I pretty much was going to start her around that point anyways. But I don't think some people understand, at least for what I know works for me, is that once I figure out something as far as my play style in a video game, I kind of stick to that. I will experiment with other things here and there, but usually once I figured out something that works, I prefer to stick to it. Anyways, moving on to a grade 3 with Rocco. Again, he's 4 years old now. I don't think he's going to amount to anything. He really hasn't. Unfortunately, it is what it is. So I won't use him for breeding, obviously. We'll just retire him and just have him kind of go. But I like to play this game according to each horse that I race on. They all don't race the same. I think sometimes people will leave comments that are generalized comments that you really can't apply to every single horse in the game. Not from my experience, not from how I've been able to get success in the game. And of course, success doesn't mean you're supposed to win every race. I don't think that's realistic. That doesn't really happen, where you just win every single thing that you do. even in sports. Like any of us that have played sports or still partaking in some sort of sport, whether it's racing or whatnot, you know, nobody wins 100% of the time. It's unrealistic. So I like to play this game with a better mindset of, you know, figuring out what I can do myself to help give myself the best advantage in the game. That's how I like to play it. And I don't think sometimes I think general things don't work for everybody. You know what I mean? Especially in these Gallop Racer games. You really do have to know your horses. If you ride every horse the same way and you don't change anything, you don't improvise, you can't really win like that. On hard. You can't win like that on hard. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe on easier difficulties, I guess, it's easier to, I guess, do the same thing on every horse and just kind of not change anything. But in this game, again, double S on stretch bursts. In this game, you really do have to ride accordingly to each horse. I mean, even jockeys in real life would tell you that. Drivers, I'm sure, would say the same thing. So you can't apply a generalized tactic to every horse and say, just stick to this 100% and don't change anything. I think you have to be flexible to know your horses, one, and two, when's the best time to get your horses going. Specifically in the stretch. Like certain horses are closers. Certain ones, they need to get going a lot earlier. Like you can't use the same generalized margin for each horse. It just doesn't work. Crimson Arts here in the Kyoto G1. I've been trying to get him Dirt Horse of the Year. I don't think it's going to happen. We should. Granted, he's gotten a horse. Well, he has. I forgot. He's gotten Dirt Horse of the Year, but we haven't gotten him the Horse of the Year title. That's what I've been aiming for. And we actually are the favorite here in this Kyoto. We're going to go ahead and bet on ourselves. And I don't see anybody else. Major River, she's there. But again, she never finishes near the top. It's just kind of a waste of time to even be concerned about her. She has not beaten us once. I think Basic Blue, you mentioned something else too in this game through your playthrough. One of your races, a horse, I think, had a similar situation. They were rated much higher than they should have been. This game is very inconsistent with that. Like, it doesn't... Certain horses it'll put higher than others, and it literally makes no sense, especially when you know the horses and you know what they're capable of. Crimson's still doing so well for us, man. He's really been worth it. He really has been worth it. It was a slow start. I think the first year and a half to 2 years with him are really slow, but now he's finally going and looking to add another G1 to his record. And this is his first big test of the year. And yeah, what a horse, man. And what a stud. What an absolute stud he is. So, we'll try to get the win. But, in closing out what I was saying, it's not to disregard anybody's comments. I don't want anybody thinking I'm doing that. I'm not at all. Just understand you have to know each horse. And that's the thing. I play according to the horses that I have. And granted, there are races where I know I'm like, oh, I should have went sooner. Or, oh, I should have went, later. Obviously, that happens. It's not like I'm not aware of that. It's just sometimes I'm not good at really sticking to it as I should. Or sometimes I kind of, just drop the ball a little bit. I get distracted. Crimson, it's kind of hard to keep him at the pace that I want. He's so responsive. It's actually tricky in this game. In Gallop Race 2004, it's so much easier to get your horses settled. You don't have to do much. In this game, with a horse like Crimson Art, you really have to be extremely mindful of it because, like I said, he's really, really responsive. He really is. It doesn't take him... You see how quick he gets to the front. He can have a mediocre start and still absolutely rocket past the other horses in the field to get to the front. So, yeah, he definitely is great in that sense. I cannot wait to see the foals we're going to get from him. I know it's taking a little bit of time, but again, that's my play style. I like the grind, and I like to play a certain way, so... Certain things in these games will take time. You gotta understand, I'm a very patient person. I've realized, even in my regular life, there are a lot of impatient people in this world. Like, a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of impatient people. We're gonna get Crimson going now. Good run, good drive. Good drive. There's a 6 horse. No idea who this is. Come on, Crimson. Run her down. Run whoever this horse is. No idea. That is Rose Canary. Still fighting. Crimson's trying to catch Rose Canary. This horse is not going away. And we're... Oh, man. See, that's an example of a race I needed to get going sooner, and I just dropped the ball on it. I just wasn't thinking. We've never lost to Rose Canary. We were the favorite. Stretch D. Yeah, I know. I mistimed it. We want to show bet. Ah, that's annoying. I've never struggled with Rose Canary before. I was thinking we were going to blow past that horse. I was like, okay. And that's no disrespect to Rose Canary. I think Crimson's a better horse, but clearly we... well, that's annoying. We're still training this this filly Diamond Eye. I cannot believe we lost that race. That's on me, though. 100%. I genuinely didn't believe Rose Canary was going to be a threat. Otherwise, I would have started sooner. If that was like Bionic Club or Sedate Ruler, of course I'm going sooner. It's Rose Canary. Like, that entire field we had beat so easily. There was really no reason for me to go sooner. I just didn't know Rose Canary all of a sudden was going to start, you know, racing like a... Like that, I guess I should say. Who could have saw that coming? Honestly. All the times I played Gallop Racer, like, I haven't lost to Rose Canary. It hasn't happened. I can't recall one time I've lost to Rose Canary. Like, honestly. So... that was just unexpected. That's all. I just wasn't planning for that horse to stay that strong in the stretch. Oh well, man. Got to get on to the next one. That was an easy race for us to win, and we won it last year, so that's what's disappointing, but it is what it is. Darn, freaking Rose Canary, like, how annoying. We're running the February. This is a big race. We should win that, and if Rose Canary's in that field, I'm going to make sure I pay more attention to make sure I get ahead of that horse. Again, I've never had to do that with Rose Canary, so it's not going to cross my mind to try to get ahead of that horse in the stretch. It hasn't been necessary. You guys have seen our dominance with Crimson Art. We've won quite a number of races without having to get ahead of certain horses, especially if I knew we could beat them. So, Rose Canary is not in today's field. Major River again. Here we are, the favorite, as we should be. Spinning Post. Spinning Post will be a challenge. Yeah, there's no other horse that really... Running Smile, I mean... I think we're clearly the favorite. We're better than all these horses, so I will make sure we get the win here. I will not drop the ball. That race irks me only because, like, I haven't lost to Rose Canary ever. Like, if that's Sedate Ruler, Bionic Club, like I said, it makes total sense. And, like, you're like, those horses are freaking great horses. Rose Canary's not on that same level. No offense, she's just not. Rose Canary is not on the same level of those other horses. So to lose in that sense is just like, oh, that's frustrating. But here we are, the February Stakes. We should do much better here. I hope. Now, I'm drinking orange Fanta. It's the only soda I drink. Like, literally the only soda. I can't stand pop now, but Fanta... I think will forever have a personal relationship with me. So, good start here for Crimson as always. He gets out pretty strong, and there's not much I need to do. Just kind of need to keep him settled here. Still got to be ahead of a couple horses. The AI in this game are so stupid. Why would you drift out like that just to move back in? It doesn't even make any sense. It's such goofy programming, bro. This is a perfect spot for Crimson Art here. Perfect spot. We should get a really good run coming off of turns 3 and 4. Okay. Just don't want to lose too many positions here. I think stamina's looking pretty good. Oh, get out of here. Now this horse is... You're right. Why did the AI do this? Like, the AI in this game are so broken. That's like, you move out to do something as stupid as that. Doesn't even make sense, man. It really doesn't. How annoying. What is this? Oh my gosh. The AI are so ridiculously annoying in this game, man. Come on, Crimson, dig in. You got this horse beat. You can cheat all you want, bro. You can cheat all you want. I'm going to fly past you with Crimson Art because this is what this horse can do. There's the G1 win we need. Eat my dust. Told you guys I'd bounce back. I know what I'm doing. It's just sometimes I'm not paying attention. I just kind of zone out. That's all. But that's the win that we needed. Like, God, the AI in this game is really broken. They really are. Like, I've played every Gallop Racer title enough to have experience on this at this point. AI are definitely the worst in this game. I thought 2004 was bad, and no, 2004 is like it's like an angel. It's just a saint. Whatever you want to look at it. That's a beautiful picture there for Crimson Art. Wins the February Stakes against a sold-out Raucous crowd. Look at all the bleachers. Look at the stands. It's a whole bunch of people that are pasted onto them. Blues Chief. Screw you. Honestly, screw you. Major River, look where she's finishing, 8th. Why this game thinks that horse is great, I will never understand. Of course, we cash out on our win and show bet, so 7 Gs. I'll take it. I love this game, but my goodness, the broken AI, they're stupid. They are not geniuses. They're not smart AI. They're really clearly programmed to not even notice the player. Or maybe they're programmed to block the player. Maybe that's how they make things interesting. It's like, that doesn't make the game challenging. It just makes it annoying. Because it's like they're doing stuff that would be illegal. Like, how is that even, you know what I mean? Like, I was blocked 2 or 3 times there coming into turns 3 and 4 by the same horse that came in 2nd place. That would have been an inquiry and an objection 100%. But this game doesn't recognize AI fault behavior. Anywho's, the next race for us, World Peace in Hiroshima. I thought Blues was okay. I thought he was going to be ready. Or no, Quartz. I think it's the Quartz S. Yep. Good G2 in Nagano for Crimson. He's not doing too well right now, but that's 8 G1 wins. He's over 100,000 in earnings. 16. I mean, he's building like a heck of a profile, man. I don't say portfolio and profile, so I said a profile. There we go. Awesome stuff from Crimson, man. So happy with this horse, and I cannot wait to see the foals that we get. Like, we should be getting S-ranked, hopefully S-ranked horses at minimum. Maybe A at the lowest, depending on who I breed them with, but we should be able to get S. You recommend speed training. Okay, fine. Diamond Eye, I hope she'll be straight. I'm not sure what she's going to turn out to be, but she should be solid. I think she'll be better from our previous originals. Another beautiful looking filly here, ready to rock and roll. She approaches her 2-year-old debut in a couple of months. Yeah, she looks great, man. Love grays. Grays are so beautiful. All horses are, but grays, there's just something about them, man. They're so special. I've always loved grays. Since I was a little Eric. Okay, I didn't do that right. There we go. Remember I said I finally figured out the left whip. I just didn't do that fast enough. 70 points. Boo. It is what it is. Granted, I still think that would have been like a mid or low 70. Gallop Racer mascot's going to have some negative stuff to say, as always. Who cares? You're irrelevant, bro. Honestly, I think we could have done better. Dude, shut up. Like, seriously, shut up. Nobody cares. I didn't ask you. I'm not looking for your approval. You don't even know what you're talking about. We'll put Ditzy in an open there. Continue to grind with her. Yeah. I really need a double S filly, man. I really do. But, like, we can't get any of them. They're just too hard to test for. This game is... I keep saying it. This game is really, to me, the hardest game in the series. To play it on the hardest difficulty. I don't think any other game is as challenging. I really don't. I think 2004 gets pretty easy once you get, like, a couple of double S horses. Like, once you have it figured out, 2004 is pretty easy for the most part. You'll still obviously have tough and good races, but I feel like it's easier to kind of dominate and go on long winning streaks. Naked Chariot's in this field. We used to have her in 2004. Rocco, again, the long shot. Kind of at a point where I'm ready to retire him. He's just really not... He just can't do anything, unfortunately. But yeah, this game out of all the Gallop Racers, perfect start. Definitely the toughest on the hardest difficulty. Like, I will attest by that. Like, 2001 is challenging as well. I would say it's a close, maybe 3rd or 2nd place. And then Gallop Racer 3, it is tough until you have S-ranked horses, and then I think it's easier. But granted, it's still a good challenge. And then 2004, I just said. 2006, I haven't played much. I'm not really a fan of it. The revolutions are way too easy to get in that game. In fact, that's what I think they've done. I feel like they've kind of made the games easier as they have evolved. You know? To an extent. Just playing this, I still don't have as much time in this game as I do with 2004. But I can already say this game is way more challenging. So I appreciate that, man. It keeps things fresh and exciting for me. Once I'm winning constantly or whatever, my drive and motivation really just kind of dips. Like, I can't continue to just do the same thing over and over with no challenges. Like, the way I get better is being challenged. If I'm not being challenged, I'm not really going to get better. And I like the grind. I like the progression. Now, Rocco, he's not doing bad. He's not doing bad. He's still driving, Yeah, he's not doing bad. It's just trying to win a race with him. It feels almost impossible. Now, not a money place finish, unfortunately. 6. Yeah, he's doing better than his odds. He's just never in a position to win a race, really. Just kind of weird. Double S on the stretch. We've been getting double S's for the most part. I don't really know what else I'm missing with Rocco. We're running him in his ideal races according to the game, and he's just not given a chance. Nah, I forgot counterclockwise and his abilities. Keep forgetting that. Counterclockwise not good. That last race, I don't even know if... What was that? That last race was clockwise. So, we've been racing him at his preferred circuits. No, his stats are dropping. I kind of thought he was a late bloomer, but not really. Like, we've raced him quite a bit. We've raced him 19 times already. He's only got 3 places. Yeah, I'm just kind of ready to, like, retire him, man. I just don't feel like we're really going to achieve anything. I can try one more race with him. And then if we don't finish at least in the top 3, I think I'll retire him. Unfortunately, it kind of sucks to have to retire an original so early. But again, he's really not doing anything for us. Not to mention, I would like to still look for, a solid filly that we can, eventually retire for breeding. So, I'll give Rocco one more race, and then we will call it quits with him. Because, yeah, he's just, certain horses, they just aren't going to be great race horses, and that's fine. I think just Rocco is just one of those originals that turned out not to be great. But the beautiful filly Ditsy Doo, she's up, and she has a chance here, sitting 3rd outside the money. So we have a chance. So again, I'm going to put a show bet on ourselves. We are the 11. Oops, just going to show. And, yeah, try to collect some additional funds here. Not going to do any exotics. Let's go race. All right. Perfect start. Easy to get with her. Super easy. She gets out well. Okay, push to the front. Now I'm going to do my best to manage her pace a little bit more. Because obviously, crap. Just got to get ahead of that 5. Get ahead of them. Get ahead. Okay. Are we ahead? I can't tell. We're definitely not ahead now. All right. Just have to get her in front. Because I do not want fast pace, not good. She will not be happy if that happens. Oh, don't slow down too much. Don't slow down too much. Stay right about here. It's a little bit tricky to manage her speed. Tad bit tricky. Okay, but she's okay right now. Fast pace not good. Still hasn't been tapped into, so she's still doing okay. Alright, here we go. Let's see if Ditsy Doo can finish this race. The field is coming. Furlong and a half left to go. She's still out in front here. She's still clear. Ditsy Doo still clear, but she is dropping. The field is going to be approaching. Not really. She is still clear by a couple of lanes, and Ditsy Doo holds on to get the win. Let's freaking go. Gate to wire with her, basically, man. What a filly. Look at her. Oh, man. What a beaut. What a beaut Ditsy Do is. Absolutely love it. I think we really look good on her with the purple and yellow contrast as well. I mean, actually, everything just blends. Her coat with our main yellow uniform and then the purple sleeves with her purple mask and, you know, bandages. She looks awesome. Stretched on, S ranked on the stretch burst. And we do win 2 Gs for our payoffs. This was the time where I will be editing this video into the next transition of the next part because I'm going to get some food. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Roko's up. He's the third in the market today. Okay. So this game is so confusing sometimes. It really is. Let's see if we can get a win. But if we don't finish in the top 3, I'm retiring him today. I'm doing that. So it's show or home, basically, for Roko today. Show or home. Change whip hands here. Okay, still pushing, get to the front. Good. All right, so let's see what we can do here. I really wish there was a harness horse racing game like Gallop Racer. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a harness horse racing game with the Gallop Racer basically mechanics and physics and animation? Oh my gosh. I swear, if I get enough money one day, like I'm definitely going to start a project or something, and you know, we can try to find. There's got to be. I mean, come on. There are people in the world that do insane things to send us to Mars. There's got to be somebody capable of designing a harness horse racing game. And one horse is gonna go by. Maybe that horse will tire out, and Roko dropping, and yep, no third. It's lost fatigue. I thought I started the stretch when I should have, but the game will probably say, you did it wrong, and give me a D. But like I said, I think it's time to retire Roko. It's just not one of those horses, man. Not one of those horses. Stretch deep, whatever. That's fine. We'll go ahead and retire him. And that's all we can do, man. But Crimson Art's up here in the G2. Nobody in this field has a chance. We are the favorite, as we should be. Number 9, I'm going to go ahead and wager on ourselves here. Yeah, nobody has a chance in this field. It's a grade 2. It's dropping class, but it's still important. And sometimes these grade 2s or grade 3s can, like, sneak up on you, man. All you need is a competitive field. Like, if you're racing against really good horses, it doesn't really matter what grade you're at. The field of competition is what matters. There shouldn't be so much emphasis on certain grades of races over others. I think the quality of the field is what will dictate that. Imagine if you had a grade 1, but there's nobody competitive in the grade 1. It's like, well, who cares, right? Major River with the record here. I mean, is she really that good of a horse? I can't remember one Gallop Racer game where I was like, ooh, Major River, what a threat she is. I mean, I'm serious. Like, I can't I can't remember a game where it was like, oh, Major River, gotta watch out for her. Said nobody ever. Like, said nobody ever. Now, maybe some of you have had an experience. All of our playthroughs are different. Like, sometimes different horses and different trainers and in games will do different things for all of us. Has Major River been a horse in anybody's game or playthrough where she was like a threat? You know what I mean? Like, she's getting awards, she's winning the big races. I've been playing Gallop Racer. I'm 30 years old. I've been playing Gallop Racer since I was at least 8. There's not one, and I played all the titles. There's not one title where I remember Major River in any way. Like, I've seen her name pop up in the games, but like that was it. Like, she never did anything. How does she have a record in this game? And why is she always the favorite when she shouldn't be? And she's never beaten us. I've never lost to her. That's the thing. I've never even lost to Major River. Honestly. It's so weird. So weird, man. Honestly. Now, Crimson Art looking good here. Sitting pretty well. I think we're doing good with the stam. We're just going to be right on this horse's outside. Now, who is that horse? Classic Diamond. Alright. Let's get him going now. Just get him that extra boost. Grind, Crimson. Stay focused. Stay focused. Push pass. Push pass. It's just a grade 2, but we still need it. Still counts. And Crimson's going to run away here. 3 is dropping off. Nobody's going to challenge us. Overwhipped, but it's fine. Easy win for Crimson Art. Again, let's get it done. Good stuff. Seemed like he really was kind of wanted to drift out more than I would have wanted. I'm like, nah, bro. Stay focused, man. Good win. Very good win for Crimson. 8 Gs. We continue to win with the wagering with him because I know it's a sure thing. I'm confident. We've won close to 10 G1s with him. Awesome horse, man. Seriously. Such an awesome horse. If anybody really hasn't had a chance to ride Crimson Art, please do it. Now, keep in mind, you got to give him about 1.5 to 2 years until he's at that point. But that's what is so rewarding. Early bloomer. Can't wait till its debut. Really? Let's do Guts again. I like Guts training. And I want to see finally when we can get a good horse with a solid Guts rating. Like, I want to see how that is reflected in the race. Especially in the stretch, man. The races are won and lost in the stretch. So I still want a Gallop Racer Original with a really awesome gut rating that we can use for line after line, which means every horse we get will be a tough horse that should want to fight to the end. The only thing that would stop that is like a bad ability. What? Oh my goodness. So finicky sometimes, man. Anyways. Should be close to 80. 73? Whatever. That's fine. It is what it is. Like, you know, trying to get a perfect score at this. I'm not doing that. It's not that deep. Dude, why don't you get on the horse and run? But who cares about that? Because a foal is born. Look at that. It's a boy. A beautiful boy. I'm getting great Bolero vibes, man. I am. But let's see what we're going to do for this horse. Names. Let's use... Oh, KNS. Finally. I've been wanting to use this name for a while. Black Minx. I think this horse is still technically like a dark gray, but it'll work. It'll work. Black Minx. I've been wanting to use that name literally for like the longest, but we haven't had a horse that's looked like this in a while, a foal. So that'll be the name of this horse. Beautiful looking colt here. Oh my goodness. Cannot wait to see what he's going to be able to do. Now, we're not breeding this year unless... Well, you know what? I'm going to see if I can get a filly in the market. If I can't, we will breed. But if I can, then we'll have to wait. So looking at the foal, we have Undercover Agent, 4-star potential. Now, the pedigree of Undercover Agent, as you see, she should be technically our best horse so far. She comes from our best stud, who is Best Hunter. And then our best mare, Follow Her Lead, which is actually our Gallop Racer Original. So she should be the best foal that we have. Her discipline's not good, but I can deal with that if everything else is good. She looks amazing. I cannot wait to see her on track. And then Black Minx. Here's a look at him, and he comes from Indian Tiger, and away she goes. So he'll be an interesting horse. I don't think he's going to be great. He could be. It depends, but Black Minx. Excited he's here. Welcome to the fam. Now, let's go ahead and see. We're going to go ahead and get rid of Rocco. Tire him. Enjoy the rest of your days, my friend. Not registering, because he didn't really win anything, so that's fine. All right, let's go to the market, and let's see if we can actually acquire a filly, like a decent filly. In general, like I can't get any of these horses. I don't have the grades for them. Oh, close! I didn't realize I had some stats in the 60s now. Oh, man, she would have been fantastic. General Pleasure. Never worked with her. Bah humbug. There's no good fillies in the market, bro. Like, this sucks. I'm really just going to have to stick to, like, using my originals, I guess, at this point. Because, like, trying to find a good filly in the market has been nearly impossible. So, I guess we'll breed. Why not? We have the slot open. We'll go ahead and do breeding again this year. Let's look to see who we have available. So we have Only Ocean, who I'm technically ready to get rid of. I'm just keeping him there, but I don't really want to use him. Indian Tiger. And then we have Best Hunter, who is still our best stud. So I want to use him again. And then using him with the way she goes, you know, wouldn't make sense. We would just be doing it just to maybe get an interesting horse. Like I said, part of what I like in breeding is just trying different stuff and trying to get a, you know, an interesting horse with some different abilities. Obviously, I know I should breed him with Follow Her Lead, but again, we already have a horse. We already have a foal from the best parents. I want to do something different. I have no expectations, but I just want to see what happens. I want to see how the horse looks, most importantly. You know, it's cool to get the different coats and the different markings. And then as well, just to see what type of horse it would be statistically. That to me is very, very enticing, even if it doesn't make sense logically. Because obviously it would have made more sense to breed him with Follow Her Lead, but I'm not playing the game like that. Like I said, we already have Undercover Agent, who is technically the best Gallop Racer original we've been able to breed or, you know, create as a foal. He'll be the best so far. I could have done the same thing and bred for essentially another really good foal like that, but no. We're in year 10 in the game, so it's still kind of early days for me. Like I said, I look very long term. Like 10 years may seem like a lot to some other people in this game. 10 years is really nothing to me. I'm like, okay, so we're still kind of in the beginning. Especially because I've been taking things much slower in this game because I have certain goals that I want to achieve in a certain way of doing that. So it's naturally going to take longer. So 10 years to me is nothing. So I still feel like we have a long way to go. And that's personally what I really enjoy and I'm loving about this game. Because it's more challenging, I feel like it's going to be a much tougher road. But to me, that'll be much more worthwhile when we finally get there. So yeah, Best Hunter and away she goes. Let's see what we get. Like I said, getting horses with different abilities is nice as well, right? We breed the same horses with the same abilities. Nothing is really going to change. So sometimes it's good to kind of mix it up if you have the space, just to see what you get. And then you never know. A horse that you think, oh, it's not going to be that good, could turn out to be better than you thought. Great Bolero, you guys pretty much all know, is a prime example of that. He had good parents, but I wasn't expecting him to be that good. I don't think any of us were. He's literally the definition of like that theory, that breeding mindset that I have. I'm like, sometimes you breed a really good horse with another kind of mediocre, maybe slightly above average horse, and you turn out to get a fantastic champion that you would have never thought twice about. And Racing Nagano, it's perfect. Another G2. So again, that's my mindset with breeding for certain years. I'm like, okay, I've already gotten the best foals out of these two. Let's do something different. The America JC, that would be better for Crimson to race. Oh, you know what? I just thought about that. I need to scratch him from this race. He's supposed to be in the JC anyways. Where is it? Is it not available? That's weird. So I can't put Crimson in the JC. Or wait, did I miss it? Okay, wait. What am I missing here? I apologize. I know I'm going through the months. Okay, there it is. Did I really just skip over it? I guess I did. What an idiot. Okay. So he's set for that, and then Ditzy Do. We'll probably put her in another open. Actually, you know what? Let's run her in this G2. Let's actually run her in this Grey 2. Oh, Breaking's at 70 now, because we've been essentially getting perfect starts with her. Fantastic. And that was Ditzy Do's first win. I thought we won with her already. We didn't. The race that we raced in earlier with her and we won. That was her first win. Wow. And I totally missed the moment. Of course. All right. Let's do this. Now, I had to explain the breeding thing because sometimes new people that come to the channel, they don't understand how I play the game. Most of you that have been here for a while, you know that's what I do. Sometimes I like to try different breeding pairs, even if logically they don't make sense. It's just literally out of curiosity. Like, that's me to my core. I'm very curious when it comes to creating things. I will always experiment. Always, always, always. Experimenting is extremely fun to me. Like, that's the scientist in me. I will always experiment with things, even if it doesn't make sense, because sometimes you luck up on something better than you thought. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen. So Ditsy Doo, she's not the favorite, and I didn't expect her to be, but, you know, if we race her right, we could have a pretty strong run, but Running Smiles in this field, Flaring Risk, those are going to be tough horses to beat. But let's see what she does. So yeah, that's the scientist in me, man. Sometimes there will be certain years where I'm like, okay, we've already gotten the best foal out of these two great parents. Let's try something different. Let's take one of the great parents and breed them with somebody else that's mediocre, and let's see what we get. We could get something special, something unique. It's kind of hard to get unique things if you're using the same breeding pair that will typically just give you the same type of horse, just in different ways. You know what I mean? Now we are running. There's nothing I can do out here. We couldn't get her to the front because this is a really tough track. Could not get her to the front. Positioning is bad, I'm aware of. Now I got to get her to the front. Being from post position 14 and running so far on the outside, it's really difficult on those type of turns, on these type of tracks, to get to the inside. Like, the horse just can't do it. And look, I'm still pushing Ditsy. I mean, my goodness. I know positioning is bad. I guess I'm just going to have to chalk it up. I went through too much. Yeah, this race might be chalked. Very tough race. Very tough race. She's got plenty of stamina left. It's just, there's nothing I could do. She was in a really tough spot, man. Like, she broke well, but not well enough to get past the horses from post position 14. If we would have had early, I should say, a closer, more inside track position, we would have been fine. We really just got unlucky, and I couldn't get her to the front. She just didn't have enough, which is surprising considering her braking stat, and we still ended up finishing better than we were supposed to. Like I said, field and position were terrible. We knew that, but stretch was still A, start was S. So yeah, we did as much as we could. I just couldn't get her to the inside. That was really tough from post position 14, man. That was Crimson Art. We would have got him to the front. He can brake much faster and quicker. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We still finished one spot higher than we're supposed to, so that's not bad. It just, if we were leading, I feel we would have had a chance to win or at least finish in the top 3, but we just couldn't get there. The favorite, as we should be. Anybody that's a threat in this mage. I'm literally sick of seeing that horse. I hope I'm not offending any Major River fans out there. I'm really sick of seeing her. She's not that good. She's not. I've never lost to her. I can't recall losing to her. I can't recall her winning any major titles or being a threat. Sure, she has records at tracks that she shouldn't. And maybe, sure, she has gotten awards in other people's games. But as far as... Oops, I'm number 1. As far as her being a threat to be concerned about, never. And I still don't understand it. The game just has so much blind faith in Major River. She never finishes close to us. She's always like the second favorite or the heavy favorite. And she never finishes in the top 3. Not even in the money. Not even in the top 5, actually. Like, it's so stupid. Because it's like, until she retires, we're just constantly going to see her name popping up. And it's just going to be annoying to see, oh, favorite today is Major River. She'll finish 9th, but she's still the favorite. It's like, bro, she's going to finish, like, out of the money. Stop. Stop trying to make Major River something. She's not. She's not. Ugh, so obnoxious, man, I swear. So, doing good here with Crimson. We are tucked carefully, but safely behind the 11 horse. What number is she anyways? Isn't she like 3? Oh, 10. All the way at the back. I really am just getting sick of seeing her and hearing her. She's done nothing. Every time we race with her, she's expected to finish 2nd. She's always down the line, man. Like, all the time. It's just really obnoxious. that the game will constantly put her in these positions that she shouldn't be in because she's just not that good. Not compared to like the best horses, no. I'm not saying she's terrible, but she's nowhere near the best horses. Not in at least through my playthroughs. Now we got to get Crimson going now. So it's really hard to run off of that turn. Okay, let's go. Furlong and a half left to go. Pull away. Now Major, she's actually coming today, but I don't think she's still not going to catch us. She's getting there. She's getting there. But easy win for us. Yeah, she was coming. Finally, you are not that good. Stop it. Stop it. This is probably the first race I feel like she's actually gotten somewhat close. And even still, we were fine. It's really a stupid thing. I just like to make fun of it. Major 4th, though. Still, like, not close. Win our bets. The same old rolls on. Crimson still continuing to win. As expected. Things are looking good. And we're not even close to being at our top. Like, we're not even close to the point that we are in our Gallop Racer 2004 playthrough. But we're getting there. Crimson's going to be the start of that once I retire him. But that's the thing. You can really run him till he's 8 years old. That's why I feel like he's such a great horse. Because some of the best horses in this game, they peak very quickly. Like, you only have a little bit of time with them. Crimson Art is literally a horse you can race competitively and win G1s for at least 4 or 5 years of his racing career. That's a long time in this game. Most horses peak with 2 years and then they're kind of done. Crimson, you can race for a really, really long time. That's why I love him. And that's why I'm saying anybody that hasn't played with him, you really got to give him a shot. Give him about 1.5 to 2 years to really develop. And then after that, you have so many years of quality racing with him. Last month of preparation. I'll do speed. Whatever. Diamond Eye, I'm very curious. I forgot her parents. And I need to... I haven't written them down. I think I was going to make that adjustment in my notes to have the parents next to the horse's names. That way when I look at my spreadsheet, I can see it as opposed to waiting to look at the horse and click on their file. I mean, eventually once you get to a point of breeding so much, you just kind of forget. Possibly. I can't even speak for everybody. Maybe it's just me, but... It's easier to remember when you only have, like, one foal and then you're using, like, the same parents constantly, but, like... Oh, come on, bro. I was doing it right. According to the game, I wasn't. Ah! Butchered it. Speed training's not even hard. That's my highest thing. What am I doing? I literally went the opposite way. My left hand is still like, what are we doing? I'm not used to this. You don't do this. My left thumb and whatever. So these are her final stats. She's average. She's going to want to be at the front. She's another dirt horse. Her stamina is really bad. I neglected that. Her speed may reach 70 if we can succeed with her. Her guts are 51. She's very average. She's very average, and I think that was expected. Now, to look at her parents... where's she at? Oh, yeah, Diamond Eye. We'll do her tack here. Solo runner and strong heart. That is, I do like that ability, so that could help. Yeah, can I not see her parents? Did I totally miss them? Or did they not show it from the screen? Oh, switch data. No? Pedigree. Duh. She comes from Best Hunter and away she goes. So she's one of those experiment horses. So I just did another horse of her. See, I didn't think we used Best Hunter and away she goes yet, but I forgot we already did. So the breeding I just did, kind of a waste of time. I only did it because I thought we didn't have a horse like this before. But we do. I just forgot for a second. So we essentially just created another horse like her. Which is fine. I mean, it's fine because I want to make sure we keep a line of grays. 100%. Like, I definitely want to make sure we keep a line of grays. So that's why I'm, it's okay. Sure, it would have been nice to actually do Best Hunter and follow her lead. But to keep another gray, because Rocco we retired. He was the last gray that we had. We just retired him. He wasn't going to be worth breeding, and he didn't do anything. So it's good to still keep at least 2 grays around. At least 2. Because the way she goes, eventually we won't be able to use her, as a broodmare. So Crimson. I wonder if I missed a race with him. I hope not. But the Caesars Cup is here anyways, which is probably what I would have put him in. Ditsy Doo. She's ready to rock and roll here. And let's get her another open. And then Diamond Eye will be making her debut here today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the episode. Again, this is going to be 2 hours. At least 2 hours. That's the goal. So, up in the Caesars Cup with Crimson Art. He is the favorite as always. Major River, fortunately, is not in this field today. What an absolute waste of time. And we should win this pretty handily. Not a single horse in this field is a threat. Perfect Voice is about the closest one. You guys remember, we had him in 2004. Very fun dirt horse to race on, but nobody in this field is a challenge at all. So, betting all the money on Crimson. I smell another G1 heading his way. And watch the game still not put him up for any horse of the year. Nominations because, well, the way the game ranks, what horses are better than others, it doesn't make sense. I mean, you see by the wagering. Major River's always the favorite or the second favorite, and she never finishes close. So if the game can't get that together, it sure as heck isn't going to get something together that's as proper as Horse of the Year. Oh, no. Not at all. Even if I've won all the important races on the calendar and on the road to it, oh, no. Just let Blues Club or Breeze or somebody else win a race. Just one important race. Just one. Crimson going to win multiple, but let the other horses just win one. Oh, they're Horse of the Year. Doesn't make sense. So, I'm over it. I'm not expecting it, and I'm not even really aiming for it. I'm just going to continue to run Crimson in the same line of races because we might as well. And it could still help him get Dirt Horse. And he has the record here still 202-3. Let's see if we can beat our record. Oh! Too soon! Ah! How'd I mess that up? I swear there was like a slight hesitation, but it's fine. You see, this is how quick Crimson can get to the front. I don't have this on any of my other horses, especially the front runners. Like, none of them can do that. You know? Ditsy Doo. That's why we lost that grade 2. If she could get to the front like this with Crimson, we would have won that. We could have potentially won that G2. She can't get to the front like that. You know? Crimson, look how quick. He gets to the front so quickly. I don't have to ask him much of anything. You know? I know it's a bad position. I can't get past these horses. Okay. Go through the gap, please. Go through the gap, please. I was trying to do that. Alright. Why are you still running 6 wide at the top of the stretch? Halfway through the race. Doesn't even make sense, bro. This AI is so goofy, man. They're so goofy. The things they do literally make no sense. And I don't like this position, but I can't overtake and get to the lead. I do not like where we're at, man. This sucks. This really sucks. And we keep getting these super wide draw and post positions. Like, why? We got a long way to go here. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Crimson's going to really have to roll. Furlong and a half left to go. Come on, Crims. Get there. Get there, man. Grind. Dig in. Crimson Art is digging in. I don't know if we're going to get there, man, because we really had a bad trip. Oh, that's frustrating. Ah, man. I guess I could have overtaken those horses. I was trying to keep him in his position. That's such a bad race. I mean, seriously, why do they keep giving me post position 14? Like, I've never gotten such a wide draw so many times in a row. That doesn't happen. I deal with that like once every blue moon, and I swear I've dealt with it at least 3 times in this video already. What? This game makes no sense, man. Should have even lost that Caesars Cup. Those horses weren't better than us. That's so obnoxious. Like I said, there's some things about this game that are annoying and don't make sense, like that. All right, he's just gonna keep giving me these post positions, and there's nothing I know that dictates you getting an earlier draw or a later draw. Like, I've read the forums. Nobody has anything conclusive that they can verify. So like it's just randomized, I guess. It's completely randomized. Ditsy Doo, not looking good here today. It's annoying, man, because just it's so hard to do anything from those draws. And especially for front runners. That's the thing. Like, you got to get your horse to the front. You can't really do that in this game when you're starting from post position 14 and you're racing on these type of tracks where you can make no ground into the turns. You see, that is one thing that 2004 does well. Even the tracks like these, if you get a wide post position, your horse can still move to the inside. But on tracks like these, when you're trying to move your horse to the left or the right or the inside, towards wherever the rail is, you can't. They can't do it. It's like it's a mechanic that's just not there. But in 2004, you can do it. It's still a challenge, but it can be done. In this game, you can't do it at all. Like, you're running on the turn, and if you're wide by a couple of horses, if you're running 4 or 5 wide and you're on the outside, when you're coming around a turn like this, you can't move your horse in. Like, it just doesn't. The horse just doesn't go anywhere. So it's just annoying that we've gotten these terrible post positions or, gate positions that just don't even make any sense. Because, like I said, it's impossible to make up ground from those distances. You know what I mean? It's like impossible. Ditzy, she's still fighting. She's still fighting. Furlong and a half left to go. Again, she doesn't really have great odds here today anyways, but she's still fighting. That's all I want to see. Now she's going to drop down the order. Yeah, still a decent effort. I can't be mad at it. I still think I hope we finished better than where we're supposed to. 7th? Yeah, we definitely finished better than where we're supposed to. 1 spot. That's on the spurt. I'll take it. Oh, well, man. Just kind of bad luck. Like, the races we've lost, it's all been pretty much bad luck. Except for, I think, maybe one where I mistimed it. But everything else has just been bad luck. Just like getting these crappy post positions. Crimson Art, knees up there for 4-year-old. Dirt horse. Whatever. Ditzy do. She's staying D-ranked. Her field has dropped back down to 69. So, gotta do a little bit better with her. I'm gonna try her in a G3 in the sparking. Eventually, we will be getting... Actually, I think after this race, we'll be getting to the debut of our 2-year-old Diamond Eye. But before that, we're again up with Ditzy Do. And middle of the road odds here. In fact, this whole field is like kind of even. There's one long shot and Native Sprinter, the 3-horse. Other than that, it's a very even grade 3 field for the Sparking Cup. And it's only the gals. All right. Well, let's rock and roll. 5 horses are going to be running towards the front, and some of them have better odds than us, so they're going to be tough to beat. So getting our spurt timed perfectly is going to be key.
The horses are in the gate.
I think her Revo is like 1.7, though. I think I'm still going a little bit too early for her. And this is what I mean. I can't race her the same way I race other horses, you know what I mean? I have to know when's the time that she needs to go. I can't be like, oh, it's 2 furlongs. I just have to go now with her. That's a generalized mark that works for most horses, I guess. But certain horses, they don't go at the same time. Some have to go a little bit earlier or a little bit later. It is so hard to get to the front on these type of turns. Now we can push. Get to the front, please. Thank you. It's so hard, man, I swear to you. It really is. Your horse just doesn't move to the inside. There's just like no momentum to carry you in. I think her Rebel is much later. Now I got to get her going because it's going to be really hard to run off of this turn. And it is. It's really hard. That horse had a nice inside easy trip. She can still dig in, though, and she's still digging in. Come on, Ditzy. Ah, overwhipped her. Thought we were okay. She's still finishing strong, though. She could finish 2nd or 3rd. I think she still will finish 3rd. Or 2nd, actually. I think that's still a 2nd place finish at the wire. And it is. So that is a place. You weren't supposed to finish anywhere near the front, man. Really close. Of course, that's the record. Yeah. Double S on the stretch. I'll take it. Great effort from Ditzy Do. Great effort in that G3. That'll help towards her account. When it comes to breeding, that's some prize money and a 2nd place. So that's good. Those type of results matter when it comes to breeding, man. They really do. It's a good effort there from Ditsy Doo, runner-up in the Sparking Cup. I will take it. Get her ready for another race. She's so fun, man. These fillies that we've been getting in this game, they have been so fun to race on. All of them. The way she goes was fun. Follow her lead was fun. Ditsy Doo, just it's such a great time. Put her in this race, another open. Yeah, as long as she continues to earn money and finish in the top 3, that's still going to be good for breeding. So, anyways, our 2-year-old debut is up. Now, keep in mind, this is a dirt horse. But again, there's no dirt races until December for your 2-year-olds. It's so stupid. Like, I don't even know why the game does that, man. It's like, if you have a dirt horse, the game is automatically saying, basically, you're going to have to wait till December to race your horse on its preferred surface. There should at least be one dirt race in June. It doesn't make any sense. Anywho's, Diamond Eye, not the long shot here, though. We have bad odds. In fact, we're supposed to finish like 4th from the bottom, so around 8th, 9th. But not complete long shot. Let's go ahead and just take a look at her. There she is, Diamond Eye. From Best Hunter, the stud, and away she goes, the broodmare. She looks beautiful. Look at that. What a gray, man. I like the blue and white. Let's go. Let's see how she does. She's a front runner, as most of my horses are, because they've all essentially been front runners. Perfect start. That's a good way to go. Now let's see how quickly she can stay at the front and get to the front. Let's see. Okay, so it takes her a minute, because you see, look at her speed. She's maxed out and still struggling. All right, so it takes her a minute to get to the front. Fair enough. Should have expected that, but she's at the front. We'll settle her in. I think she has strong heart, so that's a good ability to have on a horse in this game. Keep her ahead, keep her ahead, keep her ahead. Inside trip. Dip down, let's go. Now, she's racing on turf, keep in mind. She's not supposed to really have a chance. Her stamina goes really quick, though. Really quick. Oh my goodness, she completely dropped out of stamina. Well, that ended not the way I thought. Yeah, no stamina for her. Apparently not a good... Yeah, stamina... Huh. I wasn't even running her that fast. The pace couldn't have been... It was an average pace. So that goes to tell me that I need to start her later. A little bit later. I don't think she would have had enough stamina to get to the end if I went any sooner. She clearly didn't. I'm going to wait a little bit later with her. Sometimes that works for horses. I know people would tell me not to do it. It does work. That's the weird thing. It's like I've proven that it works on certain horses. It's just not every horse. But certain horses, you do have to start your spurts later. You just have to be in the right position when you start it. You can't be, 7 lengths off the lead and then start it. Usually it's just too much ground to cover. But if you're very close to the front, you can wait a little bit. You don't have to go at 2. Now, Crimson dropping in class G3. Again, nobody in this field that can compete. Perfect Voice, he'll be there with us. We're going to bet on ourselves. We have another crappy post position of 12. This is so annoying. They're just giving me these terrible post positions. I'm doing my races and registering for them the same way I always have. It's just deciding to give me these outside draws, and I hate it because on these dirt tracks, on most of the tracks in this game, period, it's hard to make up any ground on the turns. You just, like I said, you guys see it. Your horses, you move them. You're literally holding down left or right, and the horse just can't move to the inside. I guess they're just not programmed to do it on those turns. So, perfect start again. Get him to the front. Now, okay, we're already on the straights. Yeah, I didn't realize this track was like that. So, we're already in a good position, so I don't have to worry too much. See, I thought we were I thought it was going to be like previous races where we, have to start like closer to the turn and then we're running wide. So let me make sure. Like a turn like this, if I tried to move him in and keep like the top speed, he wouldn't be changing. The speed wouldn't be changing. The meter would show him maxed out, but he wouldn't be passing any horses. That's what I'm trying to say. But most of you, I think, get that. So again, I'm going to try to see if I can get him to the inside here. Because I want to try to have like the easiest trip as possible. I'm assuming one of these horses will drift out. We'll find space, but I want to make sure I keep them tucked in here. I didn't want to be on the outside and take the risk of like losing too much stamina and not being able to overtake. I'm gonna be patient. Just gonna stay very close, very close. There we go. See, there it is. Gap opens up. Crimson shoots right past. That's exactly what I needed. No whip yet. In fact, maybe no whip at all. No whip at all. No whip at all. 14 is coming though. But easy win. Easy G3 win. Crimson Art continues to win. Continues to win. Yeah, I did not want to take the chance. I don't want to take the chance being stuck outside and just not being able to make up any ground. So that worked. That's probably what I need to be doing more of. It's just like it's not a fun way to play the game for me. I have to do that every time. Sometimes I would just prefer to just stay on the outside, like, and the game is punishing me for it. That's, you know, that's annoying, but it is what it is. Nonetheless, now I know. I didn't really think it was that much of a problem, but clearly it is. So Diamond's Eye, her stamina, keep in mind, guys, her stamina's 38. I can't be going at 2 furlongs. She's just not going to make it if we do that. I hope that makes sense. Like, that's just, she's not in a position for that. She's really not. She has 36 stamina. I have to wait late. And that's the thing, she's a front runner. So I'm going to have to get her to the front. That is a priority. But as far as when I start, I'm going to have to wait late and just hope that she can claw back. She doesn't have the stamina to go at 2 furlongs. She will die out every time. So we can't do that. She's an example of a horse where I say, like, you have to be flexible and you have to understand your horse. I can't race her the same way I would race other horses in the game. So yeah. Another race here. Still, despite the things I will talk about and not enjoy with this game is still really fun, man. Ditsy Doo, she's up again in an open, middle of the field. So let's just try to perform decent with her, get her into the money. But I genuinely do enjoy this game. I really do. It's really, really fun. And like I said, it's a different challenge. So I feel like I'm kind of playing something that I'm obviously familiar with because I played it quite a bit growing up. But most importantly, something that feels a little bit different as well, a little bit strange. Now, of course, some of the things don't make sense. Like, there is definitely AI logic that's broken. We've seen that clearly, but just playing this game, adjusting to the different challenges, legitimate challenges that it gives you, it's very, very fun and rewarding. I forgot, Disney's supposed to be at the front. My bad. My bad. Alright. Kind of fell asleep there. I'm thinking I'm on Crimson Art. That's why I wasn't getting her to the lead. That's my fault. Stay at the front, stay at the front, stay at the front, stay at the front, stay at the front. Okay. It's still a little bit tricky managing her speed for sure. Still a little bit tricky. Don't use too much. Settle in. Alright. Let's get her going. Let's get her going. Let's see. I'm not going to use the whip yet. So she's still fighting. She's still fighting. Kind of dropping, but still fighting. It's going to be a couple horses passing us. Now the field's coming. Now she's dropping. Well, darn. I didn't have her in the right position. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's a race I just botched. There's really no other explanation for it. Finished one spot lower than where we were supposed to, but yeah. I botched that. It is what it is, man. Those type of things will happen. I'm not really concerned. I'm not concerned as far as Ditsy Doo is concerned. I know we can win with her. I know we will get more wins with her. That's just a race I wasn't really thinking about. So, you know, it's not the exact performance you want, obviously. But, we'll be fine with her. Like, I'm confident we'll still be good. I'm not worried. And anyway, so let's see. Let's get her up in another race. I guess it'll be a while before she races again. I'm gonna try her in another grade 3. All right, so just have to advance to next month because we've had no races in between. Here we go. Forgot they were all at the end of the month. Wow. Quite the time skip there. Who are we racing with today first? Crimson Art. Valley Stakes should be an easy one. We are the favorite, as we should be. No, Laughing Hawk. Ooh. Alright, Laughing Hawk is actually going to be a challenge. So let's go ahead and do a... What number is Laughing Hawk? 8. Alright. So let's do an exacta box with us and Laughing Hawk. So the 8 and the 7 in the exacta. Because I have a feeling it's going to be us at the wire. I mean, Laughing Hawk could beat us. That's the thing. It's a very real possibility he could end up beating us. Really good horse. Really tough horse. Still going to wager on myself, though. And we're still going to go for the win. It's not like Crimson can't beat him. It's just I think he'll be challenging much more than what we've been experiencing as of late. So definitely going to have to make sure we're on our P's and our Q's. Which I should be. Like I said, I feel... Really, I mean, I feel like I'm in complete rhythm with Crimson. Only time we do bad is if I'm just not paying attention. But I'm in the zone. I'm ready to rock and roll. Almost a perfect start. We'll take it. There's Laughing Hawk right there. Laughing Hawk, he gets out so well, man. Aye. Horse gets out so well. There's Laughing Hawk, the 8. Still got to keep Crimson to the front. I just don't know where. You know what? Yeah, let's just go ahead. Get behind this horse. There we go. Good. Alright, this is perfect. Yeah, this is perfect. Exactly where I want Crimson. Actually, even better. I was content leaving him behind this horse, but since we're already here, like, we might as well just kind of poke ahead right there. This is pretty ideal field positioning, man. Yeah, this is our race to win for sure. Now, Laughing Hawk as a closer, he's going to have a long way to go, so I still want to make sure I get a good start, but also that I preserve more of Crimson's stamina, so we're not tiring out at the end to a flying Laughing Hawk. Because that's what that horse will do. That horse will just fly by and then just kind of catch you by surprise. Now we're going to go with Crimson. Laughing Hawk hasn't made any grounds yet, but we get a really inside trip there off the rail. Laughing Hawk still not coming. Still not coming. We are completely dominating here. Now he's rolling, but rolling way too late. You see him rolling, but way too late for Laughing Hawk. Yeah, he got stuck in traffic. Easy win. We get all the money, but, well, most of the money. We did play an exacta, and Laughing Hawk didn't even finish in the top 5, but easy trip for Crimson. Easy trip, easy win. I don't even know how many races in a row it is that we've won with Crimson. Payoffs continue to pay off. It's a play on words because it's the payoff of the bet, but they continue to pay off on top of the yeah, you know. Come on, guys, that's a good one. That's a good play on words there, quite literally. All right, let's go do some upgrading for the training center. Let's extend and let's get. I think I didn't mean to do that. Reduces training fatigue. Hot springs. I would like my horses to recover a lot faster. Awesome stuff. There we go. Hot springs. Looking good over there, isn't it? So our training center, blah, eval 3. Looking good, man. Crimson, we continue to win. I mean, I don't think we're getting her horse of the year. I don't care anymore. But if we can get another title for him, that'd be great. Any title. Diamond 9, better odds here. Not the long shot again. But again, her stamina sucks. 36 stamina. I'm really going to have to, like, wait for her spurt. I can't afford to go any sooner. She will die out every time.
The horses are in the gate. And they're off.
Yeah. Cannot afford to go any earlier than 2 furlongs. I really can't. She's not going to be able to do it. Her stamina is just too low for it, man. Oh, she takes a while to get to the front, bro. It's really a grind. It's really a grind to get her to the front, man. Okay, we got her ahead kind of by a nose. I'm still going to cruise. I'm still going to cruise.
2 furlongs to go.
Still cruising. Still cruising.
Show your guts.
And her speed drops really quickly. Ay, ay, ay. And there they go. Well, no matter where I start her, she's just going to struggle. And again, I can't even go based off of the game's odds as a real indicator because, like, the game is... It's inconsistent. Half the time it's right, half the time it's wrong. Yeah, Diamond Eye. I can't wait to race her on dirt. Keep in mind she's a dirt horse and not a turf horse. So I think and hope she'll do much better on the dirt. I'm still trying to figure out the best time to start her. She doesn't have the stamina really for anything right now, so I don't know what we're gonna do with her, but we'll see. Anyways, Ditsy Doo, she's up in a grade 3. I'm not expected to finish in the money. I may have to stick her to opens, to be honest. That would be better anyways. We can win opens. I think that'll matter more. Wins obviously matter more than anything else as far as first place second. And she gets a perfect start and she gets out again, Ditsy Doo. And finally we get a good draw, post position 1. So we have a chance to maybe... We could run this right, we could go gate to wire, but it's going to be challenging because we're in a very challenging field. Is that Perfect Voice? I didn't even see Perfect Voice. I didn't even see the name of that horse. No, Inner Society. Horse look like Perfect Voice a little bit. So Ditsy still looking good here. 13's going to try to challenge us, and I guess we're going to have to go now.
2 furlongs to go.
Okay, good run here from Ditsy Doo. Really good run. The 13 is still there. Ditsy, she's still there.
Show your guts.
Still there, but steadily dropping now. Steadily dropping. That incline really hurts her. And now here comes the field. Running out of stamina again. So weird. Huh. Might be something I'm doing wrong. B. I mean, the stretch bursts aren't great, but... Huh. That's an interesting one. Their stamina is dropping at a certain point. It's like when they lose a head-to-head, their stamina drops. That's what I'm noticing. I don't know if there's really anything to that in the game, but that's what I'm noticing. Everything is always a timing thing, though, naturally, but... Want her, Oh, no, I don't want her in that race. I'm so sorry. I need her just in an open dirt race, which is in week 2. Crimson, next up for him will probably be the Osaka Mile. Awesome. And then Ditsy Doo. Let's bounce back. I'm going to put her in an open. 8.5 furlongs in an open. She should do much better there. She should do much better. Alright. Let's get this together, finally, right? That's the thing. I'm winning with Crimson Art, so it's like I know what I'm doing in the stretch. I'm just not getting it right on the other 2 horses. Well, Diamond Eye I can't even count. We've been racing on turf. She's a dirt horse. I'm going to ignore that. So really only one horse, Ditsy Doo. We kind of just, spin off and on. Not the favorite here today. Perfect Voices. Laughing Hawk's also in this race. Wow. So this is going to be a very challenging Osaka Mile. I'm going to continue to do the same bets I've been doing on myself. We have post position 13. We're always getting these awful numbers with Crimson Art. It's just so annoying at this point. But he has the speed to get to the front. I would just prefer not to have to try it from such an outside draw. That just, But again, I'm realizing sometimes in certain races you can sacrifice position. What's important is being in the right place, not being blocked when it comes to your stretch runs. So that's what I've noticed. The Osaka Mile, Laughing Hawk, and Perfect Voice are going to be tough, so we have to make sure we get out ahead of them before they start their spurts in the stretch.
Are on the track.
As long as we do that, I really feel we should win. I feel like I'm in a good groove with Crimson. And what a horse he's been. The Osaka Mile, Bionic Club still with the record.
And they're off.
Not the best start, but we'll manage. At least we're kind of on a straight, so I really shouldn't have to do too much with Crimson. Should just kind of be able to let him creep up to the front like this. I wish this horse would move in. Thank you. And I guess I'll keep Crimson here. Now, if I can try to duck to the inside, I will. But it's looking a little crowded over there now. So I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Actually, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to move inside. And just try to get through this gap. And then now I'm going to get onto the outside of this 7 horse. Okay, I'm more concerned about Laughing Hawk.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
No disrespect to Perfect Voice. Literally used that horse in Gallop Race 2004 and I loved him. No disrespect. I think Laughing Hawk has a lot of explosive closing last minute speed. That's what I'm more concerned about.
2 furlongs to go.
Crimson, good run here. Very good run. Laughing Hawk is coming, but we got the jump on him. Got the jump on Laughing Hawk. He's rolling, though. He's really rolling. Half a furlong left to go. Crimson's got to finish strong, man. Finish strong. Ah, whipped him too much. Laughing Hawk got us. That's fair. I told you, man, that horse has a lot of crazy last-minute closing speed. He really does. I loved him. Remember, we used Laughing Hawk in 2004 for a while. He's such a last-minute fast horse. It's all we could do, man. It's all I could do. I don't think starting any sooner or later would have really helped. And we get an S on the stretch, so almost perfect. I told you before that race started it was going to be tough, especially since we weren't the favorite. And Laughing Hawk, man, he has so much closing speed. Now, obviously, we beat him earlier in a race prior to that one, but Laughing Hawk he was too far back, and he got going too late. He just didn't have the time, but the jockey that rode him in that race just now clearly had him in a much better position in that race, and that's why he was able to run us down the stretch. Osaka Classic, I would have liked to do that, but I want Crimson to be at 100%. So I'll run him in the Independence, as we usually do. It's a good G1. So yeah, I'm not disappointed with that effort. I'm really not. That was going to be tough. Yeah, that was going to be really tough. Like if I started later, Laughing Hawk I think would have caught us sooner. We would have had more stamina. We did really tire out just at the end. If I started any later, I think that would have been too late, and Laughing Hawk would have just kind of rolled past us. I think we had to start when we did, and if we started any earlier, again, I think we're losing stamina. Better odds here today for Ditzy. She's still outside of the money, but let's try to improve that. So, is what it is, man. Almost perfect, but I'll take it. Now we got to make sure we get her to the front quickly. Alright. She's looking good. Slow her down a little bit. I don't want this pace to be too fast for her. Like, I'm trying to move her to the inside, and man, she is just fighting me the whole way. It's just like it's nearly impossible to really get them to move to the inside when you're on the corners like that. You just can't do it. I think she's doing well as far as stamina is concerned.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
Yeah, I think we're fine here. 13 is going to try to challenge us. I'm going to say no. Challenge denied. You're not going to push ahead as much as you want to. Okay, get her going a little bit. She's still looking good. Still looking good.
2 furlongs to go.
Here we go. Come on, Ditzy. Catch the 13. No, the 13 just blows past us. But Ditzy's on. She looks like she's potentially on pace for a place, I should say, and she is. I'll take it. We weren't supposed to be anywhere near that in that race. I'll take it. And you see how late I started. If I would have started any earlier, she would have definitely gassed out. So when I say, like, you can't start every spurt at 2 furlongs, that's a clear example of it. If I started any earlier, she definitely would have gassed out. I had to wait. So good second place. That counts. Does count. So Ditzy, she's getting us consistent results, and I'm happy with that. You know, she's getting us very consistent results for the most part. I can be happy with that, so I'm not really worried. 11.5 is kind of long. I'd rather race like 7, so. Alright, go to next week. And race day. I don't know if this is the Continental or if it's our 2-year-old Diamond Eye. Let's see. It's the Continental. G1. Let's look at this field. We're not the favorite. Rose Canary. Okay. Like, Perfect Minister. I'm not going to bet on myself this time. I'm just going to run it. But I don't think these horses are better than Crimson Art. I really don't. So I think as long as I do what I'm supposed to do, we could win this race, and we should. These horses that are rated higher than us, I don't think they're better than us.
The horses are on the track.
Alright, let's rock and roll. Almost perfect start. Not like he needs it. Like I said, he gets out so fast, so quickly. Look at this, like already. He just kind of rockets up, man. Here comes that crappy turn that I hate so much. And Crimson's able to run that better than the other horses. Interesting. Okay. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I guess it depends on the track, maybe? No. Oh, perfect. I didn't know if this rail was open. It's actually open. This is a perfect attacking position. A perfect minister is the 10. So where's that horse? Oh, on the gray. Okay. So the favorite is this gray horse right here. Over there. That's the favorite. Yeah, I don't really know much about Perfect Minister. I haven't raced with them, and can't recall seeing them in too many of my races. So I have very limited information to go off of. Alright, let's go now. Perfect Minister is coming. The horse is coming. He's just rolling by, man. Perfect Minister just rolling by. That gray has so much momentum. Yeah, I figured that was going to be tough too. I really did. I figured that was going to be tough. That's... Granted, we're not the favorite, and we're still finishing better. We're supposed to finish 6th in that race. Wow. I'm so used to winning with Crimson that finishing anything lower than first, it feels weird now. Even if it's a good effort. And that's the thing. That was a great effort. We weren't supposed to be anywhere near the top 5. There's really nothing I could do. Perfect Minister just kind of rolled on past. You know? I don't think I could have done anything different. I think Crimson did his best. So Tokyo Cup, last race of the year. Last test for Crimson. In fact, these next 3, 4 coming up. Could potentially be the last of the video. I feel like we've raced a lot here today. And we're getting through the year, most importantly. We'll be at year 11 shortly. Diamond Eye, she's up in her first dirt race. Still not good odds, but at least we're finally racing her on the dirt. Yeah, alright. Let's give it a go here with Diamond. Alright, okay, start. We've had success here today. We've won a lot of races with Crimson. We won a race with Ditsy Do. So, I think we've had good success. We've definitely missed out on a couple of wins, which is a given, but other than that, I think we've been doing pretty well here. Let's try to poke up nose in front here for Ditzy. And like I said, still need to start a little bit later with her to keep her stamina good. Just to make sure she has a little bit more in the end. But she could tire out.
2 furlongs to go.
Oh, Rebo. Oh, this is Diamond Eye. I forgot. We're on the new filly Diamond Eye. Yeah, she's dropping really quick. Her stamina's bad. Her stamina's 36. You know what I mean? Like, she's gonna drop. Yeah, she's tough. She's a tough horse to work with. Her stamina doesn't really give us much room to do much of anything. Tried starting later. She still got passed. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed with myself that I bred Best Hunter and away she goes again, because that horse is just going to produce what we just raced on. I just didn't think I already did it, but I did. So Ditzy, she's got better odds here today. Could win this race if we do everything right. So let's try to get her second win. But yeah, Diamond Eye, I don't really know. I don't know if she's going to peak early. I think she's supposed to have a... I don't know. Her stats, to me, look like she's supposed to be a late bloomer. But she could peak quickly. I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll have it figured out. I'm trying to get Ditzy to the front. A little bit of a struggle. Finally got her there. You know I meant. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure with Diamond Eye. I don't really know what we can do. We can't really do anything differently. I just gonna have to hope that eventually she, you know, things get better with her. But that's all I can really do. It's kind of in a weird spot. Okay. Come with Ditzy. No Rebo. The 7's just going to fly past. But she's still hanging in there, but still steadily dropping down the order. Where is this stamina loss coming from? I don't understand what I'm doing to cause that. I'm playing the same way I always play. That's so weird. It's really weird. And the crazy thing is, you guys have been seeing, I've been going literally at 7 furlongs. I mean, excuse me, 2 furlongs. Like, quite literally at 2. I've been going at 2 furlongs. It's just not working, man. It's really not. I can't do that. It just doesn't work for my play style. That's disappointing. Wanted to end her year on a better note than that. Well, on to the next one. Tokyo Cup. I mean, Perfect Voice, the favorite as he should be. We're the second, well, third favorite. It's a grade 1. Let's try to win this one. Hopefully.
It's a beautiful day for racing.
Yeah, I don't know why their stamina's dropping so much. I'm not even whipping them by that much.
The horses are on the track.
But it is what it is.
And they're off.
Good start for Crimson, as usual. Alright. Looking good here. Perfect Voice is always going to be at the front with us, so we're always going to have to be mindful of that. But yeah, that's all we really got going on here. And yeah, definitely not great performances for some of those races where just the horse's stamina is dropping a lot.
5 furlongs to go.
Yeah. I don't really have an answer for it. Wish I did, but I don't.
This is where the race is won.
I think I've been trying to do something that's not what I typically do, and thus it's affecting the performance. Like, I'm not going exactly when I want to go. I'm still kind of in that mindset of like, oh, people are like 2 furlongs, you got to go. But even though I know that doesn't always work for me, but, you know. Good run here from Crimson. Now, Perfect Voice is coming. Perfect Voice is rolling up. Come on, Crims. Crims finished strong. This would be a big G1, and I think we're just going to hold on here with Crimson. Perfect Voice was coming, but he doesn't have enough speed. I was trying to say. Doesn't quite have the speed. Now, if that was a Bionic Club or Laughing Hawk, then we would have probably gotten just nicked at the line.
Wow.
It's another G1 for Crimson Art. That's a good win. Again, it goes to show you, like, you know, I'm the reason why I feel like it works with Crimson is because I'm in such a rhythm. I know exactly how to ride him to extract the most out of his performance. I think that's what makes it much easier. The other horses, they're not a Crimson Art, and I'm not as in rhythm with them as I am with Crimson. I feel like in perfect sync with Crimson Art. I don't feel like that necessarily with the other horses. Though Ditsy Do, she's very fun. I don't feel like me and her are perfectly in sync yet. I still feel like I'm getting there with her. So there's still some times I will mistime it or just kind of make a mistake with her. 2-year classifications. End of the year. Eastern Knife got Horse of the Year. The other awards, Silver Bird gets Best Sprinter. Best Dirt Horse is Clear Time. Eastern Knife, yada, yada, yada. So, whatever. Leading, we didn't get anything for jockey stuff this year. So, no titles, no jockey stuff, whatever. Undercover Agent, she's ready to go. Look at her, 4-star potential, man. Keep the name. I hope you are a beautiful thing. When I say beautiful, I mean I hope she can win with us. I'm going to give her this. No mesh. No ear stuff. Let's see. What color have I not tried? I feel like I've done pink before. Done the purple and Ditsy Do. Let's actually do black here. Do black and purple. I like the way that looks. Give her the blinkers. Shadow roll. No shadow roll. Bandages. No bandages, actually. I think I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I do want maybe 2 on the back legs. Just make them white. Oh, it's white and purple. That looks fine. There's Undercover Agent. Oh, here we go. Training again. Let me try to not botch this. Sincerely hope I don't.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. Yeah, these training things, the game is really programmed to make sure that you're doing it exactly as they want. To get at least like the excellent scores. Messed that up, I know. Ah, my goodness. It's still so weird for me to move my left thumb. It's so annoying. I can't, it's an easy thing to do, but it's still such a struggle. I know it's just wiggling the thumbs around, but I'm telling you, I don't use my left thumb to play any game at all in that motion. It's just, it's so foreign to me. So very foreign. Well, it's the start of the year. New year. Crimson's 7 years old now. It could be time to retire him eventually. Look, 21 wins for Crimson Art. 42 meets. I'm telling you, this is a horse you can race for a long time. Man, oh man. 22 wins for Crimson Art. What an absolute stud, bro. We'll race him in the Grade 1 Kyoto. Again, as tradition. I didn't thought the others were in races. They're not. Ditsy, she's 4 years old now. Let's get her in the Camella. And then Diamond Eye. Get her in another dirt race in this Violet. It's going to be more of the same this year. Crimson Art, again, no expectations. Just to win as much as we can with him. It's really the only goal. Diamond Eye, I don't know if she's going to improve. And then as far as Ditsy Do, who we're about to race on now. Long shot odds in a grade 3. I did say I was going to stop putting her in grade 3s. I probably should. Because I'd rather be in opens and win opens than be in grade 3s and not coming first. So easy to get a perfect start with her. Like, really, it's so easy. Oh, let's see, she gets out well here. This is going to be tricky. Oh, gosh, don't do that. I wasn't trying to slow her down that much. I just said, like, just slow down a little bit. Then the game's going to be like, oh, bad position, bad position. Was not trying to do that. It's so finicky, man. I don't even know how it detects what movements we're doing, but it doesn't always go as planned. Not even close. Pace shouldn't be too fast here. Stop. Stop, bro. Stop. Stop trying to challenge me, please. Just stop.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
Yeah, I don't know what to do really here with Ditsy. Just feel like just feel like the pace has just kind of been tough to manage a little bit. Now I'm trying something different. Just want to see if she can hold on. Stamina's still dropping. It's still dropping. I've tried so many different things. I've tried starting her early, late, and nothing seems to work. And then she's just getting hit with this stamina drain last minute. It's so weird, man. And the only thing I can think of is the pace is still being run too hot. And it's been a struggle to get them to the front early. But stretch was double S, so apparently I feel like I did the best I could with that. I just, her tiring out just might be a result of me having to battle the AI getting to the front, right? And that's the only bad thing about front runners. Like, that's kind of annoying to deal with. I eventually might want to start to try to find horses that will not be a front runner, which means I'd have to start like a new breeding line because all of my horses are front runners. I don't think we have one horse that's a closer. Long shot here today with Diamond Eye. Muddy conditions. But yeah, I can't. We don't have a closer. We haven't had a closer in a while. So I think horse I released, drawing complete blanks on his name, but I think he was kind of a closer, but we can never get him to the front in time. He was too slow for it. Central Marlin, yeah, Central Marlin was a closer, but all we have is front runners. That's the only annoying thing. Like, you're bound to use a little bit more stamina with your horse being at the front. You just hope that you have a horse with good stamina that's not going to be affected by that. Like, your Sedate Rulers, your Desert Divers, your Desert Tigers. Those are front runners that have enough stamina to run at the front without gassing themselves out. These Gout Racer Originals I have, they're front runners, but they don't have the stamina to really manage it properly. So that's why I feel like, unless we're just lucky with the race, we always kind of struggle. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Diamond Eye, now she's fighting here today. We haven't really seen this much fight in her, but she's going to start dropping. And there it goes again. Thought she had a chance to stay up there. Granted, she was the long shot. Supposed to finish like second to last. Felt like that was better effort from her. And stretch again was double S. Again, I feel like I'm pretty much doing the best I can. I just think we're just not in ideal situations. And there's nothing we can do. It's the start of a new year, though, for Crimson Art. And not the favorite. He hasn't been the favorite for most of these races. So that clearly means he's slowly on the decline. He's 7 years old. 7-year-old, but still has a chance to win. Not going to bet. We're just going to go to the race. We still have a chance to win. So let's see if we can get it done, man.
On the track.
See if we can get another win with Crimson Art here to start off the year. I'm going to continue to race him until I feel like we can't finish in the we can't win races often. If I feel like we're going a lot of races without winning, that's when I know it's time to retire him. But as long as he can still come in first, I'm gonna continue to race him. Because that's the thing, he has his growth type is sustained, so he's a horse that you can use essentially all the way till his retirement. That's really what's great about Crimson, honestly. It's a horse that you can race for a very long time at a very high and competitive level, and that's why I wanted to acquire him when I did. I like our positioning. I don't think we're using that much stamina. I think this is perfect. I can kind of just stay tucked in with these horses, and then eventually when it's time to make the move, we can go, but we can save some ground. It will be, and that's the good thing about Crimson Art. Him not having, he's a front runner, but he doesn't need to be leading. The horses that need to be leading sometimes is good and sometimes is bad. If the horse doesn't have the stamina and the staying, then it's bad to have a front runner that wants to lead, because they're just not going to have the stamina to maintain it into the stretch in the final bouts of the race. But like I said, with Crimson Art, the horse prefers to be just here at the front, not in first place. So it's good that we will be able to use him to get horses that won't want to lead anymore. That'll be really nice, honestly. That'll be really nice. Now we gotta push. I don't know who this horse is in front of us. Come on, Crimson. Run him down. That's only Sun. Crimson's pushing. This will be a huge way to start off the win here with Crimson Art. And we're going to get past this horse. Crimson Art still showing as a 7-year-old. He can win. He gets the Kyoto win. Let's freaking go, man. This horse just, so amazing. Such an amazing horse. I'm so excited to be using him as a stud eventually, because it's going to be so nice to have more horses that with that running style. They don't need to be leading, but they want to be near the front. That I'm completely perfect with. But if a horse wants to lead, they have to have the stamina for it, and that's the reality. Those Gallop Racer originals that I have that we haven't been doing well on, they all want to run towards the front, but they don't have the stamina and the staying to manage it. So we're always kind of going to struggle with them in that regards. Another G1 win for Crimson Art as a 7-year-old. The old boy is still showing this is his turf. We were supposed to finish third. We get the win and finish fourth. Or excuse me, first. Oh, man. Crimson continues to show dominance. Just to show pure dominance, man. It's so nice to have a horse like that. Really is. So, yeah, I cannot wait to use him for breeding. And like I said, as long as he's winning now, I'm going to continue to win with him. Because once he retires, we're not going to have another horse like him for a while. Or at least for a little bit of time. So, got to get the most out of him now. I'm going to go back to guts training. I think everything else I suck at. I could focus on stamina. I haven't really done that with other horses. Maybe I should try stamina. It's nice to have a horse with decent stamina that you don't have to worry about. That's for sure. Okay, doing pretty good here. Yes, yes. Don't know how I missed that, but okay. Good stuff. Alright, that should be a pretty good guts rating. 82. Good training session there for Undercover Agent. He looks amazing. I think I was calling he or she. I'm thinking about my other foals. Shame on me. Undercover Agent, he looks awesome. Good job. Yeah. Don't really care what you have to say. Alright. Let's get another 3 races in with everybody. Crimson Art, 22 wins. What a literal stud. So his speed finally dropped out of 70, so he definitely will probably be on the decline. I guess let's do quartz. Let's do the G2 quartz. Ditsy do. Again, she's a front runner with 43 stamina. It's not great. It's a lot harder for her to stay at the front. We'll continue to race her, though. Don't know if I'll retire her for breeding. She does have a win, though. Actually, I probably will, just to see. We have space to retire her, so I might as well. Diamond Eye, I don't know what she's going to be able to do. Really don't, but last 3 races. Her stamina's so bad. 36, man. It's not a lot to work with. Especially when she wants to be a leader. I guess I just have to be hopeful that other horses in the field are equally, like, as bad. Because she just doesn't really have it in that realm. Alright, well, Ditsy do. Better odds here today. Yeah, we're going to have to just hope if we can manage the pace. But that's the thing. Keeping these horses in front and still trying to manage the pace, it depends on the field. Sometimes we get challenged more than not, and it's hard to keep the horse in front. And not burn up a lot of stamina, you know. I just feel like we're constantly having to battle the AI getting to the front here. Like, she just now gets to the front pretty much, does she? Game will probably say bad position. Oh, I finally got her there. Yeah, it's just a challenge, man. That's all. It's a real challenge to keep her to the front without having her burn up too much stamina. Fast pace. There's nothing I can do. Like, she's got to stay in front. I almost kind of... I'm at the point where I feel like the positioning is not worth it. The positioning and trying to keep her up front is not really worth it to me. Because I just think that the pace is always going to be average to fast. Like, it's rare that you get races in this game with slow paces. So, next time around, I'm going to... If I can't get her to the front quickly, I'm just going to settle her in and see how she does. Because, she's just not really able to do much in that realm. That's the thing, that was a fast pace. Like, Lost Philly? Come on, bro. That's so annoying. It's just a skill, and it is what it is. But it's annoying to have to lose a skill like that. There's really nothing I can do with her in that regards. Diamond Eye, again, not good odds. Nothing really I can do. Like, she's a front runner that wants to be that wants to be leading. If the AI want to run so fast that they're setting a fast pace, there's nothing I can do. You know, like, we're just kind of in a bad position. So like I said, I'm just going to neglect position for her next race. I'm going to try to do one more before the video ends and just kind of see if we get a better result of that. Because again, she doesn't really have the stamina to be a front runner, to be a leading front runner. She still doesn't have the stamina for that. So yeah, I'm going to try running her behind a couple of horses in the next race. I'll just accept that the position rating will be bad. Because yeah, I just can't really do anything else with her. She's just kind of in that position, you know. So Diamond Eye still got a lot of stamina left. There we go. Okay, Diamond Eye, she's pushing. She is pushing. Furlong and a half left to go. She's still got plenty of stamina. She's finally showing some fight. That's all I really want to see from her, man. See some fight. See some fight. Okay, finally Diamond's Eye finishes in the money for the first time in her career. Finally seeing a little bit of light in this horse. That was much better. That was much better. We're supposed to finish 13th. She finishes 5th in the money. That is what I'm talking about. Surprisingly. I expected her to drop out like the previous times, and it didn't happen. Don't know why. Not like I did anything different. And now, the way she Ditsy do, her rating dropped to an E. That's disappointing. I'm going to get her one more race. But we're going to be up with Crimson. Actually, yeah. I think she'll be the next race. Recommend speed. I'm not going to do speed. I'm going to try stamina. So yeah, we'll race again with Ditsy Do. Be the last race of this video. Just to see if I do something a little bit different than what the game tells me to do. And just what type of result we might get. Because, yeah. Ah. I had that, man. Gosh, it just, my thumbs just get confused. It's so annoying. I hate it. I really do hate it. My thumbs just get so confused. Even if I'm already in rhythm, and then it just, they want to go like the opposite way. It's so annoying. So annoying, but there's nothing I can do. I just have to get better and practice more. Like, my thumbs want to go the opposite direction because that's the only way I've used the left analog stick. With my left thumb. They just want to do the opposite things. So last race here with Ditsy Do. Again, she is a leading horse, a leading front runner, but I'm going to try to keep her like maybe in second or third just so she can preserve some stamina because she's just dying out in the end. You know? Like certain races she has more left, and I guess it just depends on where I have her in the pace, but if it's a fast pace, she doesn't like that. Yeah, she really doesn't like a fast pace, so kind of just going to keep her right here. This is okay. She's not running too hard. So we got her to the front. Alright, she's okay. I just want to see what happens if we give her more stamina left. I just feel like she's always kind of... I feel like as of late, she's been dropping stamina more. Granted, keep in mind her stamina's only at a 43, so it's not great to begin with, but...
Okay, this is where the race is won.
I know she wants to be in the front, but again, I would prefer to concern her stamina more. Conserve, I should say. I'm concerned about her stamina and I want to conserve it more. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, we're gonna get her going now. Let's see if she has enough to catch these horses. She's gaining ground here. She is gaining ground with the late trip. You're gonna have to move over because that gap isn't there. Had to bump that horse to get out of the way. Much better result. So, what was I saying? I didn't keep her at the front, and look, she didn't drop out. She was actually gaining speed. This is what I mean, man, and the stretch was double S. I hope you guys are listening to me, at least, those of you that tell me to start my spurt at 2 furlongs all the time. That is a clear example that sometimes I need to start it a little bit later, a little bit earlier, depending on the horse. Now, Ditsy Do, she's a front runner. She wants to be leading. That's the first race I've done, at least as of recently, where I didn't keep her at front. I didn't keep her leading, I should say, at the front. Once, you know, 1 or 2 horses kind of got a neck ahead of us, I'm like, okay, that's fine. And you see she didn't tire out. She actually started to gain more speed. So that works better for her because she's using less stamina. She's setting the pace every time as a front runner. She just uses too much stamina doing that, especially if the field is challenging us. But if we keep her in second or third, we let another horse kind of set the pace and we just stay close, but we're not burning ourselves out, then we have a much better chance at challenging for something at the end. Now, granted, certain races where she stays out in front, she's good. It depends on the field, the quality of the horses, the track. It's always circumstantial. But that was a good example of what I was talking about in regards to, well, I'm going to have to do something a little bit different. I don't care what the game says. I'm going to go a little bit differently. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. I think we had general success. Of course, as far as the year is concerned, we didn't do well in that regards. Didn't get any jockey awards or titles, no horse titles. But again, we're still building. It's year 11. This game is challenging, especially on hard. So we're still building. Diamond Eye finally looked much better. Our stamina's still not good. That was finally a good result for her to finish in the money for the first time in her career. Get her in this 9 furlong. And Ditsy Do, that was a good way to end her out for this video. and we'll continue to build. That's really all I can do. I'm going to keep her in opens for now. I feel like that should be the goal. But again, that's going to do it for this video. Appreciate you guys loving and supporting the channel as always. But until next time, Racing Gamer signing out. I hope you all have a great and fantastic day. I shall see you later, and goodbye.